Ida? My husband is unsympathetic that my best friend of 34 years died suddenly. I got angry and told him off. He fake apologized and I refused to let it go. My F51 best friend Ron, M59, passed away suddenly 3 days ago. We have been best friends since I was 18, almost 34 years. We live in different states now, but had the kind of friendship where long distance didn't matter. Ron was always there for me. We could talk on the phone about anything for hours. He would have jumped on a plane and been there for me in a moment. My husband, Dan, M61, been together 24 years, always hated Ron. Over the years, Dan would make fun of Ron, get jealous and mad when we talked, even kicked Ron out of our house at 2 a.m. once when he visited. When I found out Ron died, I was quietly devastated. No hysterics, I didn't really want to talk about it. Ron and I had planned to be best friends forever. He was the only person I could truly trust 100% in this world. My husband is literally jealous, even though Ron is no longer alive. Dan said, well, you wouldn't care if my mom died, so why should I care about a guy you were friends with? Which isn't even true about his mom. Dan has no close friends he has kept up with for so long. Dan acts as though I should be over this in 3 days and yelled at me for being sad. He fought with me and acts extra mean. Also, we just got destroyed by Hurricane Milton. My brand new car is totaled, salt water flooded, the roof of my house is messed up and both insurance companies are trying to avoid paying. It's been a bad couple of weeks. I told Dan he was just jealous because Ron and I were so close. I never had any romantic thing with Ron, ever. We were strictly platonic friends. I also told Dan he was a poor excuse for a husband and is unempathetic, narcissistic, and possibly a psychopath. I am so angry and disappointed in Dan and he fake apologized, but after 24 years I know he doesn't mean it. He now is just ignoring it and trying to act like nothing happened. I refuse to let this go. I really expected more sympathy from my husband. Am I wrong to be heartbroken over my friend's sudden death? Ida for being angry at my husband? Edit, by recommendation, for clarity. My husband Dan lies constantly about his past, jobs he supposedly had, tells people he was a pro hockey player, tells people he was a cop, has no emotions except anger unless it's about him, cheated on me multiple times, never helps at the house. We just had 2 major hurricanes. He hasn't made one call or arranged one thing or picked up one tree branch. He got me arrested once by lying to the police. He treated Ron like crap. He treats my brother like crap. He knows I had a childhood trauma but puts me in situations that trigger it. I'm disabled 4 years, the 20 before that I supported us more financially. Edit, for context, the entire time I've been married to Dan, Ron lived in different states. So it's not like we hung out and left Dan alone. Every time Ron visited, Dan was included. Edit, the 2 a.m. thing. Ron and I lived in different states. His visit was planned for months. Dan agreed to it. Ron was staying with us. We stayed up late, talking and catching up. My husband included. I had put my then 4-year-old to bed around 8 p.m., and we were just sitting and talking. Ron was a talker. Honestly, a mile a minute sometimes. Lol. Politics came up. Ron and Dan disagreed. Dan got mad and told Ron to get out. Ron asked to please stay until daylight, but Dan was adamant. Then it woke up our son, and Dan was livid, so Ron left. He had to find a hotel after 2 a.m. in a strange town.